Hello. In biogeography, like actually in the whole biology, the most interesting and intriguing questions are questions about negatives, questions about absence of something. For example, why hedgehogs are absent from North America by present in the same latitude in a similar climate of Eurasia. And this is another question of that sort. So look here. This is one of the perfect habitats which is really well freely represented in subtropical and tropical regions. A small river which actually flows into the sea. So lowland, river, sea, sun, perfect place for mangroves, especially here on a 26 latitude. But there are no mangroves. For some strange reason, Ogasawara Islands, this is one of Ogasawara Island, Chichijima, do not have any mangroves. Well, mangrove associated plants, like for example this Ernansia or this hibiscus are present, but they actually mangroves in a very broad sense, strict mangroves, especially viviparous mangroves which will bring living plants instead of just fruits. Plants from a family Rhizophoraceae are completely absent in that region. And this is a not exclusive situation. For example, on Hawaii, there are no mangroves. Mangroves are introduced into Hawaii. They actually play, I think, a good role here because they will help to keep the shoreline. So this is an important plant if you want to keep shoreline in a place, kind of barrier for all these ocean wave, typhoons, and tsunami-like events. But again, they are introduced. So question about how they should be kept in Hawaii or should be kept at all is a bit controversial. But still, again, there are no mangroves native to Hawaii. However, many other plant species from Asia mostly and also from North America came to Hawaii. And you can see here that flora of this Chichijima, part of Ogasawara Islands, is rich enough. So what happens? Why mangroves in a strict sense, especially Rhizophoraceae, like a red mangrove family, viviparous mangroves, which have the hanging seedlings on the branches, they're not present here. Latitude, again I said 26, and mangroves can grow up to 31 latitude. There are northern mangrove population on the Kyushu island of Japan, which much more to the north. Mangroves, well, they actually like these conditions of salty and fresh water mixed together. So this is not, well, any obstacle for them. So mangroves probably will require some very specific way of distribution. So this is interesting because most of plants will be distributed through the ocean currents by fruits or seeds. And fruits and seeds are hibernating, whereas viviparous mangroves have living seedlings which are distributing by ocean waves. Distribution quite well effectively. For example, on a very similar to Ogasawara, the Ryukyu Islands archipelago, mangroves are present on each island. So they actually can float from island to island, and this is not a big obstacle for their distribution. But probably the longer travel will make a problem because living seedling will stay well in the salty water, but it is living. It is not hibernating. It will do photosynthesis, and like a situation when it floats in the ocean is not good for photosynthesis, at least for good, active photosynthesis. In that case, mangroves will simply spend carbohydrates which are accumulated in seedlings, and sooner or later will die out because they do not have enough energy. So this is my hypothesis. I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but this is one of explanation. Another one may be the absence of currents which might connect like a nearby mangroves population from Ryukyus to Ogasawara and further to Hawaii. This is also possible, but against that hypothesis will tell the present of many other plants here. Some of them definitely should be transported by ocean currents. So again, the absence of mangroves is a big open question. Why is it? Well, I'm not sure, but it's very interesting that sometimes in a perfect condition, in a proper place, things which must be here, absent. So this is absence of mangroves on Nagasavara, a very interesting biogeographical question. Today, by the way, is December 28th. Thank you.